How about them Cowboys?
Angry Cowboys fan, are you down to ride? Angry Cowboys fan, are you down to ride? Drop a like on the video, go ahead and subscribe.
What's going on, Cowboy Nation and angry Cowboy fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your man, the Angry Cowboys fan, back with another video in the same day about our Dallas Cowboys. I know I made a video earlier about Get Up and the Dak Prescott situation, but the segment on First Take had a lot of gems that I thought were very crucial when you think about the whole sports debate show dynamic today. I don't want to make another video on Dak Prescott, but if you think beyond the subject of the segment, you will see what these sports debate shows are really about. Drama. During one of the segments on First Take, Bart Scott and Riddick, they're making their rounds around ESPN today, so they're joining Chris Mad Dog Russo and Molly Qerim to discuss if Dak Prescott's worth the money that the market dictate he is owed this time in negotiations. So we're going to take a listen to the 3 clips that I got for you, and you know what we're going to do after that. We're going to come back and unpack this raw and uncut. So, Angry Cowboys fans, let's listen to Chris Mad Dog Russo.
This idea that somehow that Dak Prescott is Roger Staubach and he's going to have a pick of teams. Most good teams have good quarterbacks. So where's he going to go? Play for a lousy team? And he's not proved. Let him play for his supper. He hasn't. What has he proved exactly? He folds in postseason games. Let's be honest. Did we not see the Green Bay game? Did we not see San Francisco 3 years ago when he didn't know the rule and didn't hand the ball to the official when they couldn't get a game-tying field goal off? He was outplayed by Purdy in a championship game a couple of years ago. This idea that somehow the Cowboys are not being fair to Dak Prescott. He's making $55 million, and he's not even a top 10 quarterback. Lamb, they're going to pay Lamb. It's 6 weeks to go before week 1. Does anybody think that CeeDee Lamb is not going to be on the field when they play the Browns with Brady in the booth in week 1? Of course he's going to play. And he'll pay Parsons eventually. Yeah. I mean, geez, he wants to win. He's 82 years of age. The man wants to win. This is ridiculous that somehow, some way, on July 31st, I got to break down the contract issues of Lamb and Parsons and Prescott. I don't care about Prescott. He hasn't won anything.
You're crazy.
Oh, I'm tired of Dak Prescott.
Crazy.
All of you guys.
If you don't think Dak Prescott is going to get other offers, he has the leverage.
What team? What good team?
Did you see what just happened there, Cowboys Nation? He is the apparent heel during this segment. He's naturally against Dak Prescott. It's widely known that he doesn't like Dak Prescott at all. He doesn't favor him at all. He gets up there and he screams and he yells and he throws out these half-truths. And he just blatantly lies because he said that Dak Prescott was beat by Brock Purdy in a championship game. And isn't this the conversation that we're having, that we haven't made a championship game yet, Mad Dog? But during that portion of the segment, he said in the game against San Francisco, Dak couldn't get the ball to the official to get a game-tying field goal. If my memory serves me correctly, Cowboys Nation, our Dallas Cowboys were down by more than just a field goal and was trying to march down the field to score. 6 points would have tied the game. 7 points would have won the game. A field goal wasn't enough, Mad Dog. This just shows me that Mad Dog is willing to say anything in order to place a negative spin on a player he doesn't like. Most viewers won't know the difference, especially when the viewers hate the Dallas Cowboys as much as Chris Mad Dog Russo does. He knows people won't do the legwork to prove that his stats are wrong, but true fans of the team he's bashing, they know the difference. Then Molly Qerim comes in from the top rope from somewhere with her newfound admiration for Dak Prescott and his value when it comes to other teams during free agency. Where did this come from, Cowboys Nation? Just last week, you saw me doing videos. She was hitting Ryan Clark and Herm Edwards with the gotcha questions. Now, all of a sudden, you have this sudden change of heart. You have all this faith in Dak Prescott's chances in free agency? I swear, ESPN is starting to become more obvious as they go on. Now, let's get into the rebuttal from Riddick. He's been a staunch defender in Dak Prescott and other shows like Get Up, so he can't automatically flip the script on the same day. Plus, it makes for a great debate partner, for real, for real. So let's listen to what Louis Riddick has to say, and then we're going to come back and talk about it. Roll a clip.
Dougie, who threw all those passes then? Who was that guy in jersey number 4 who was like the number 1 quarterback in QBR, completion percentage above expected, over expected this year? Who threw those passes? Was that not Dak?
Louis,
it was him.
When you get
by
paid
many objective measures, I know what you're going to say. I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, but you're going to say in the postseason he hasn't won. You're going to say in the postseason he hasn't gotten it done. Dak didn't play linebacker for the Dallas Cowboys against the Green Bay Packers, and I understand what you're talking about in terms of the clock management situation at the end of the game 2 years ago against San Fran. Dak is kind of like Tua in the AFC. It doesn't matter what he does. We're sitting there going, yeah, but with him. Tua, same way. Well, yeah, but he didn't do that. Yeah, but he didn't do that. The greatest team game in the world, and we constantly, with these two, hold them responsible for every single thing. It's like Dak lost that game or Dak won that game. No, actually, it's more like this. Dak lost the game. When they win the game, the Cowboys won the game. This is what we do. We apply like this weird criteria to this guy, and I understand that he needs to go ahead and elevate his play postseason wise. But I think we kind of like we moved the goalpost with him a little bit too, because he has been fantastic during the regular season, and I know it's a postseason league. Trust me, I get that. But there's no way that you can say, based off of his performances over the past 3 years, that he doesn't deserve to be considered a guy who's a top 10 quarterback.
I tell y'all, Louis Riddick actually channeled his inner angry cowboy for that rebuttal. He's actually more often than not the type to drop jewels when he's covering sports. So I like hearing what Louis Riddick has to say on anything football, whether I like it or not. For the most part, Louis Riddick stayed away from using exact stats for this one. That one stat that he used, he was wrong when he used it in Dak Prescott's favor. You know, it's kind of like stat padding if you ask me. He said Dak was number 1 in QBR. No, Louis Riddick, he wasn't. That honor belongs to Brock Purdy. Dak came in second place. I know, I'm splitting hairs, but do you guys see what I'm talking about? Just one number and the listener's perspective is swayed. One position makes a lot of difference in a debate like this. Like I said earlier, I don't want to make this a Dak Prescott video, more like an analysis of the analyst, if you feel what I'm saying. So let's continue to the last clip that I got for you. This one completely lets the cat out of the bag when it comes to these shows and how they're constructed for drama and not substance. So, Cowboys Nation, let's take a listen to the last clip.
The NFL, when you're getting paid $55 million and you're quarterback in the Dallas Cowboys, you can't be 2-6 in the playoffs. That's it. Simple as that. You want to get $60 million? Get me to a couple Super Bowls. That's what it's about. Or play well in games you lose in the postseason, like Josh Allen, who has been not good, great against Mahomes in 2 playoff losses. Not good, great. Name me the playoff game outside of maybe beating 8-9 Tampa. He's not been great.
Doggy, how many
So many
Super Bowls?
other guys get paid and haven't been great.
I'm not saying that.
We just saw Trevor Lawrence get paid. We just saw Jordan Love get paid.
And that's the problem with the NFL.
But that's the problem business. It's next up. If you want a quarterback, you have to pay him.
Let me just say this, doggy. We don't live when a gallon of milk is 55 cents. We don't live in a time where the paper costs 10 cents. This is 2024. The salary cap is going up. Your quarterback is going up in the market. Every single quarterback's going up in the market, from Trevor Lawrence to Jordan Love. You gotta deal with it. If you want to get paid $55 million, you can't be 2-6 in the playoffs, huh? Well, thank goodness he's only 2-5 in the playoffs, right? Remember what I said about Louis Riddick's little slip up, y'all. It may be one position or one number, positive or negative, but it makes a huge difference. In this case, it's being used to diminish Dak Prescott as a great quarterback or worth what the market has dictated. Like Mad Dog Russo's earlier slip up, he's wrong with this stat. Then Molly chimes in with her defense of Dak again. Damn it. This is what I mean by making it blatantly obvious, ESPN, not trying to hide the fact that you're told your opinions on these debate shows. I bet that you're told each side that you have to take during each episode, aren't you? It's not like you're told the topic and then tasked to formulate your own opinion based off your knowledge and understanding of the game of football. You're told the topic and you're told whether you will be for the topic or against the subject matter. Damn it. Y'all ready for my raw and uncut? Y'all ready? Let's get it. This is why I made the Angry Cowboys Fan YouTube channel. It's shows like this that contribute to me making this YouTube channel, guys. Every time I would tune in to get the latest news on my Dallas Cowboys, I had to shovel through a pile of crap just to get to the substance of the conversation. I had to subject myself to debates in order to get a sense of what was going on with my team. Then it turns to blatant disdain for the subject. Usually, it's blatant disdain for our team. Analysts sitting up there acting like it was easy for these athletes to get where they are now. They talk as if it's easy for someone to attain the ultimate prize of their respective sport. These talking heads have that matter-of-fact attitude that if the shoe was on the other foot, they'd have 2 Super Bowls with the team that we're talking about. It pisses me off to no end, but it's entertaining to some, hence why their ratings are so high. The disrespect of these debate shows is off the chain and was the sole reason why I chose to look for my Dallas Cowboy content in other places. Cowboys content creators like Law Nation, Skywalker Still, Cowboys Fan Talk, Mark Holmes, and Mike Fisher opened me up to a world where I didn't have to hear what those talking heads had to say. I didn't have to endure the disrespect for the players of my favorite team. I could get the facts and stats from people who cared for my team as much, if not more, than I did. Then I wanted to create my own safe haven for Cowboys Nation. In came the Angry Cowboys Fan. This has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. Do you see what I mean about sports debate shows and how it doesn't quench the thirst of a true football fan? Let's have an adult conversation in the comments section. If you're digging the content and want to help get it out to even more Dallas Cowboys fans, drop a like on the video and share this content with your friends who are Cowboys fans. If you are DC for life and you're tired of the 3 and 4 letter networks like I am, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell to be notified whenever I go live, release a video, or a podcast episode. Individuals who love drama tune in to shows like this. It's not my cup of tea and you guys know that, but some people do ask me, why do you report on the things that they say then? It's to hopefully get them to see the era of sports debate shows and bring it back to a more informative broadcast. Also, if they can give the players that smoke, the talking heads can get that smoke in return. This has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan, and I'm out. Dang, Angry Cowboys fan, you done made it through the entire video. But if you want more content, you can definitely go to this video right here. Or if you want the latest episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan Podcast, you can go right here. But whatever you do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, but remain DC for life.